Hi everybody, welcome to another impromptu edition of Monkey Island Madness, and this is just going to be a haul video because I did get to go to Hobby Lobby today, and my Hobby Lobby has not gotten anywhere near done what some of the others have gotten done, but the art department was done. So I went there. So now I have to decide, do I show you the inks first or the other stuff? I'll start with the inks. And then you guys can tell me if you want to see all the colors. But my Hobby Lobby did have a lot of the FW inks. And if you haven't seen one of these Hobby Lobby hauls before, they're normally $5.99, these FW inks, and they're acrylic. They're just acrylic artist ink on sale for $1.49. I think that is an absolute steal. I mean, a steal. So I didn't get every color, you guys, but I did get the ones that I really thought I would use, and then just some that really were kind of out of character. I'll show you the one that I thought Eileen would especially like. Check out this bad boy. It's shimmery pink. You want to see them all? Okay. So, but look at that shimmery pink. Eileen, I know you are drooling on your bib right now. Either that or wetting yourself. So, that's a really pretty pink. Some of these I'm really excited to try. Okay, and then the only other shimmer color I bought, and they had all the different sets, and I could have gotten a neon, and the fluorescent and all that. I didn't. This is called Permanence. We can open it and write with it here in a little while. And then I got two purples. I hope I didn't get the same ones. This is also Permanence. What the hell? Oh, this is Moon Violet. Sorry, that I said Permanence. It's Sundown Magenta. Sorry, big fat liar. Liquid Pissy Pink. Everyone wants that. You don't have that color, the pink? I think they only had one of these. And I almost passed it up, and I thought, well, you know what? I don't have any pink ink of any kind. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Sherry. But yeah, it looks really, really pretty. And then I got two purples, which I'm not a huge purple person, but I got two purples. One's Velvet Violet, and one is Moon Violet. Now, I don't know what the difference. One has shimmer in it for sure, and this one looks more iridescent. I don't know. I almost didn't get the purples either, but then I thought, you know what? $1.50. Are you kidding me? All right, here, I just came across my receipt. Do you guys really want to know what the receipt total was? I don't mind telling you. I don't care. Robert doesn't care. I don't care. Your favorite color in the inks is Prussian blue. We'll see if I got it. This is indigo, and the two I originally took out are black and Payne's gray, which they're almost the same, they look like, but anyway. So those are the dark colors. And I got crimson. I got two reds. They had more reds than this. Oh, I got two crimsons. Well, kick my butt. That's all right. All right, and then I got turquoise. This one's really pretty. Really, really pretty. And Moon Violet is more of a metallic. Okay. I did get the white. More out of curiosity than anything, because I'm curious if it's really going to work. And if they're hard to shake up, I will drop a BB in these to help me shake them. You want to see what y'all do with all this reckless spending? Even if I set it on the shelf, I sure had a whole hell of a lot of fun. I did buy the gold, so I'm excited about that one too. And I don't know, Eileen. You're going to tell me what to do with it. Emerald green. These are all so pretty. And red earth, which I love brown ink. Now, I like to draw with brown ink. So, the brown on tone paper is really, really pretty. So, I could just do Zentangle with that. Here's the Prussian blue. I did get the Prussian blue. And it looks pretty. I think indigo probably will end up being one of my favorites. I really do. And the dark green looks so nice. I'm eager to see how transparent they are. I should see how Paula used this ink. Okay, I want to see that. Oh, the gold was all sold out. Some of these, like a lot of them, there were multiples, like tons of them, and then some of them were just like one. So this one is Waterfall Green, and it looks real metallic, shimmery metallic. So, and I did get 2 blacks on purpose. Okay, I did buy all of the process colors, and then they had a lot of different grays. I only got the Payne's gray and then this cool gray. I don't think I got the warm gray because I thought, oh, hell, you don't need it. And then I got Indian yellow, which I think is really pretty. It's, I don't even know how to describe it. It's pretty. And they had a lot of different oranges. I only got the one orange, flame orange. She did it a few years ago. Okay, swatch Prussian and indigo. Okay, now, did I not end up with the processed magenta? Oh, I think I didn't. Damn it. Oh my gosh, am I going to have to go back? I'm not going to. But anyway, I did get the 2 process. I didn't get the process cyan either. What the hell is wrong with me? Really, I might have to go back. And then this one, I can't read it, but it's a real nice yellow. So, but I wanted all the process colors. The process yellow, I had them all picked up. I don't know, maybe they're in the other bag. I doubt it, though. What's in the bottom? Oh, my hot drink sleeve. Okay, so there you go. Go back. It's a 50-mile drive. Now I want to go through all my old journals just to prove to Eileen that I used the inks. Yeah, no, they had like the full rack. I don't know. I think there's 20 bottles of ink here. So you can do the math and see what I ended up spending in ink alone was about 30 bucks. But when you figure they were $6 originally, I would have only gotten 5 colors for that same amount of money. So I didn't feel a bit bad because I think that is an amazing deal. Amazing. I really wish I'd gotten the process cyan. I really do. But, oh well. And so that was the stuff that you guys probably kind of expected from me. And, like, they didn't have any of the, let's see, the charms, the books, the stickers. None of that stuff was done at mine. So I may end up just one day next week telling Robert, come on, we're going back. Because it didn't look like they were running out of any of this stuff anytime soon. But, you know, I don't know when they marked it down. They may have marked it down, you know, the minute before I walked in, too. I did ask a lady who was there marking stuff down in one of the aisles. And I said, well, when, and she said, I don't know. She said, my manager tells me what department to go to, and that's where I go. I was like, alrighty then. They had all of the paintbrushes, well, two different kinds of paintbrushes on sale. This was normally $9, and I got it for $2.24. And I like it because it's got the angle brush, and I ruined my angle brush a couple weeks ago. I forgot and left it in water. So, yeah. So for $2, I figured I could have a brand new Sable angled watercolor brush. So I will treat this one especially nice. I really will. But they had all their paintbrushes a really, really good deal. Two different brands. There was one that was Sable and I don't remember what the other one was. And so I did go ahead, and I think Dee Dee also got these. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Bria Reese. I've never seen her products before, so don't know. We're going to open them and give it a go. This was the last of this set that was on the shelf. Okay, normally $15 for 3 of them, for $3.74. How could you not buy that? How could you not? Are you kidding me? And then I got the, these were the water brushes in purple, pink, and blue. And then this is the glitter brushes. And they had one more set of these. And I almost picked it up because I thought somebody here would want it. But you got 2 of those yesterday, $1.75 each. So I don't know. I thought the water brushes alone are worth more than that. So this set has gold, silver, and black in it. So we'll see. I'm going to write with them right now. Those are the only things you buy. What, the paintbrushes or these pens, Paula? I'll use the ink, though. I really will. Oh, the only thing you missed so far, Dee Dee, was, hi, by the way, is the inks. And I bought 20 different colors, but I bought 2 of the black, so, and 2 of the red that I didn't intend to get. So, who cares? $1.49. All right, so this is just the watercolor brush. I'll try and get some of this juice flowing down there. I'm surprised they didn't have the rings on them to keep them from getting dry. Hang on, I'm going to give it a squirt over here. There we go. Now we've got some ink moving. Oh, I think with practice, these will be nice. And the first thing I will do is test all of this stuff to see if it bleeds in the Beast. Yeah, I got to test them too. So they need to, oh, now this one didn't have a ring on it. These have a ring on it. So that makes me wonder if somebody yanked it out of there and gave it a go first. Let's see how much ink was in there. Because that package was torn. Now they couldn't have used much out of it because it's pretty full. All right, I took the ring out. Now I'll just try and screw it on. Give it a good squeeze. And this one is the purple one. And Eileen, if you want that pink one and you beg long and hard enough, I'll probably have to give it to you. Yours don't work very well? Did you give them a good squeeze? This one's not wanting to puke out ink. There, it's coming. I can see it coming now. I might be squeezing it too hard. We'll see. There we go. Come on. Let's see you go. All right, here we go. We got some ink. Oh. I obviously flooded it, but... Are yours not working like this, Jeannie? Are they not puking out good color? One thing, you can get some nice bold rules this way. Tell me what yours aren't doing. For $1 each, there is nothing wrong with these. That's my... Not one bit. Pretty bummed. Well, I'd say they're working pretty much like I expect them to. The color won't move through the brush. You're not giving it a good squeeze. Don't be afraid of these brushes. Give them a squeeze. I mean, really, what do you paid $3 for 3 of them. How can you hurt them? Yeah, give it, like, bear down on them. When they say push, they mean push. And you can see when the ink starts moving down. There you go. I didn't have to give that one near the squeeze I had to give the purple. Now this one's really light colored. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with these. For $3? Deal. Deal, deal, deal. Yeah, I bought about 20 bottles of ink. See, that's what I think too, Erin. Even if you dump the colors, you didn't like the colors, wash them up and use them as water pens. Or mix your own watercolor colors. Because at that point, you know, what have you got to lose? And they're big. They're bigger than the brushes themselves. They're bigger than the normal water brushes, the Kuretake and the other brushes. So you would end up with a nice bold brush. I knew I was going to get ink everywhere. All right, this one is the black one. And the ink's moving right now, so it'll only be a second. Come on. Yeah, you just need to give it a good squeeze, Jeannie. When you squeeze it, it moves the ink. This one, well, now the bristles are doing better. But I say the bristles are kind of splayed a little bit, but now it's doing better. Yeah, I mean it's, oh, look at the black has shimmer in it. Can you see that? The shimmery black? That's cool looking. put the dang ink you bought in the brushes. Well, you could do that too, except that it's acrylic ink in the bottles, and that you will ruin your brushes. Yeah, you have to give them a pretty good squeeze to get them moving. Did you try it? Oh, okay, yeah, sure, Diane. Now this is 24-pound paper, and that is where I've made a mess, where I've puked the ink out on the mat. But here's the bleed right here. The black is kind of having a tendency, but on 20-pound paper, this would definitely bleed. Yeah, they're like the Wink Stella. Yeah. But yeah, you have to, now the metallic shimmer ones, I would think you're going to have to shake these pretty good too and get it all mixed up. But really, these were, you know, normally $15 for $3.74. You can't hardly whine about that, I don't think. And you can see the ink start moving down. Push them until you get a blob of ink on your mat, Jeannie. There you go. Then you know it's flowing good, and it's going to keep flowing good. This is an interesting color. Oh, this is pretty. This is really pretty. I wouldn't call this gold. Oh, this is silver. That's why I wouldn't call it gold. You put the hot pink in the water brush and added water and you didn't have any issues? Well, good. More like Neo's ugly stepsister. I'm going to get hate mail. Nobody's going to send you hate mail. Well, I wouldn't call this silver either. It's, I would call it pewter is what I would call it. But it's pretty, pretty, pretty. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. It's pretty. So I have to remember that I like the silver one. Now this is the gold one. We'll see how much gold it looks. I read up on the FW inks. They are non-clogging, but the iridescents are liquid acrylic and thicker. Okay. I'm really shaking this. Hi, Sandra. And hi, anybody I've missed. I'm so excited about my new stuff. I might stay up all night and play with them. Z, they didn't have near the stuff at my Hobby Lobby that you got at yours. They really didn't. But if Robert's daughter is still in Tulsa, I was thinking one day we need to go into town and see her anyway. So I might end up in another one, you never know. But we do need to go see her while she's in town. Look at how pretty that color is. I'm showing what I got. I got a bunch of the FW ink. Xander, I bought 20 bottles. I think 2 of them were duplicates. I thought I was getting processed magenta, but I didn't get it. And I got 2 blacks, but I wanted 2 blacks because black is the one I'll use the most. Like I don't have any other black inks, right? Oh my God. They didn't have any of the Timmy stuff on sale today. And then these brushes are the only other thing that I've shown so far. But I didn't buy a whole lot more than this. All right, here comes the ink. This one's going to go real easy, it looks like. This one looks kind of green gold. Yeah, this is a weird color. It's got green in it. I'm going to turn this upside down so I don't get the paper up in that again. Hopefully this is all dry. Oh, look at that. There is a lot of shimmer in here, but I would call this green, not gold. Sorry, girls and boys. It's pretty, but it's not gold. Yeah, this one has been on the shelf too long because the gold turned green. It looks like kind of an avocado, metallic avocado green is what it looks like to me. So I'm glad I bought some other gold stuff. Definitely pretty, but not, I wouldn't call this gold. So anyway, that was what, about $7 worth of water brushes, which you can't get one Kuretake if you pay full price for $8. So good deal, I think. Real good deal. And next up, put this paper away, throw it away. You guys know that I'm sending Hope a box of stuff, and these were not, well, Hobby Lobby had all their stamps and their stamp sets on sale for 40%, so I went and ahead and got Hope the Bo Bunny monster stamps, because I just think they're so cute. So I don't know what this ended up costing me, so it was $6 at 40% off. So Hope's going to get some of the monster stamps, which I'm excited about. She's getting quite a little pile of fun stuff here now. And then they had 3 of these. They had a bunch of these colors, the watercolor inks, which I could go ahead and put these in the water brushes when these run out, if I want now. But there weren't very many of them. These are normally $3.99, $4, and they were marked down to 99 cents. So I picked out the colors I really thought I had a chance of using. But if her gold is anything like, I did get the gold thinking I would like that. But if her gold is that avocado green, then I probably won't like it, but I only wasted $1. Yeah, I think Hope will like the stamps. But this one looks like it's that avocado green again. All right, I need that paper back. Yeah, I mean, whoever decided that this was gold, really, they've been puffing too much reefer. Yeah, they had a bunch of these different colors, but I only got 3 of them. I got a brown, a green, and the gold, but the gold is avocado green. This one looks pretty. This is raw umber. Hi, Cheryl. I think the little bottles are cute. Ooh. I'm going to get out a paintbrush because that's too much ink. Oh, I like that brown. Yeah, that's a nice brown. It looks black to you guys, but it really is a pretty, pretty brown. More walnut almost. So that's cool. So, if nothing else, I can use the brushes with these watercolor inks. Did I get any of the inks with the glitter? The FW, Xander, are those the ones you're talking about? I did get some. Yeah, it is. It's dark and nice. It's really awesome color. Now I maybe wish I got more of these. I don't know. I'm not going to put this one directly on the paper. I'm going to put one drop out here. Because it looks like a little bit of these are going to go a long, long way. Oh, look at that green. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh, Eileen, you would love this. What a pretty green. Can you see that? How pretty it is? Now, this is bleeding through. I can feel it. Yeah, that's nice. I'm so happy. Bria Reese. I have never used her product. They squeeze out easy. Yes, they do. Yeah, like a little bit goes a long, long, long way. For real. Like that was the smallest little drop ever. And yeah. But it's nice and dark. And if you want it thinner, you can just add more water. Right? Right. So I got 3 of those. Where am I going to put all this stuff? And then the only other thing was the Bria Reese, and I've never used these paints, so I don't know. And they had a ton of these. I mean, every color of these. The heavy body acrylic paints. Normally $6 for $1.49, and I only got black, white, and gold because those are the ones that I really thought I would use. Otherwise, I could have gotten them all. Hi, Third Cherry. Yeah, they are pretty, pretty inks. Well, those are actually watercolor inks, yeah. So, I only got 3 of these, so let's go ahead and give the titanium white a try. If I have to puncture the tube, I may not do that yet. But they had really pretty colors of this heavy body acrylic. And, you know, you can't buy craft paint. One of the little bottles of craft paint for $1.50. And here you get this whole tube of heavy body acrylic. Okay. We'll see how heavy body the white is. That's nice, smooth paint. That's nice and smooth. You can mix some of the yucky gold with the brown or green for some shimmer. That's true. Oh, okay. Tomorrow is the day for your markdowns. Yay. Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. So yeah, I'm glad I got these. And I'm not a huge painter. That's why I didn't buy any more of the paints. I thought the white, the black, and the gold I would use. The others, probably not. And they didn't have any of the books on sale, and none of the charms, and none of the... Now, the one thing I would have bought, had they had it, so maybe it's a good thing they didn't, was the stickers. Yeah. And this is the gold, heavy body. Ooh, look how pretty that is coming out. Oh, that's pretty. Can you guys see that? How pretty that is? Now this is what she called a gold pen, which I think is green. Now this is the gold paint. It is gold. It's really, really pretty. So yeah, I have so few stickers. I know, Erin, but they have some nice ones. Oh man, they do have some nice ones. I did look at what should have been going on sale, and I probably could have gone and asked that girl, are you gonna mark those down? But when I asked her, she was just like, nope, my manager tells me what departments to do next. So it's like, okay, cool. And she was there doing some of the craft type books and the foam stamps. And I didn't buy any of those. I could have just waited for her to finish. And then I did go ahead and get 2 rubber stamps, which of all the things I bought, these are the things I needed. Like I needed a flipping hole in my head, right? But I have picked this stamp up, I can't tell you how many hundred times, okay? Because I thought for backgrounds, I like the map. I just like this stamp. And it's big. I'll measure it. You guys probably have an idea how big it is, but it's 5 inches across, 4 inches down for $3.50. So I went ahead and got the map stamp for $3.50, and then I got, and I've looked at this one several times too. I wasn't crazy that this is buckled a little bit, but I'll fix it. And I got the Santa Claus, the old-fashioned Santa face. I really like this stamp. I'm not sure that I like the snowflakes. I'd probably leave them. But if I ever bought a stamp that had an element that I didn't like, I didn't have a problem cutting into it and cutting it out either. So, yeah, this was normally a $9 stamp for 2 1/4, which I thought was a good deal. And this one was normally a $14 stamp on sale for $3.50. So, I like them. And they did have the monkey stamp. In fact, they had 3 stamps that I bought full price. Well, I probably used my coupon in all reality, on sale today. So, yeah. So, those are my stamps, and that's it. That's what, well, I did buy these seed beads to make the doorknobs for my doors in the scavenger hunt book. And it was normally $3, but I used my coupon on it, so I got 40% off $3. I didn't buy anything that I didn't get a discount on. So, Eileen, that should make you feel better. Honestly, you should feel way better because I didn't pay full price for anything except my cup of coffee over at Joe Muggs, because I did go to Books A Million too. That's where I found that Jeannie never really answered me about the calendar, whether or not I should buy the stoned sloth calendar. I didn't see it the first time I went in there. I thought it was funny. I didn't buy it, you guys. I didn't. I took a photo of it and sent it to Jeannie. But I did go ahead while I was in Books A Million and get the gardening calendar. And that's all I bought. I bought the gardening calendar and a cup of coffee, and that was it. And I think really I didn't even go anywhere near Michael's. Let's see, I went to Hobby Lobby, and I was about an hour in Hobby Lobby. And then I went to Books A Million, and I wasn't in there very long. They did have some really nice books out on the tables that were reduced, but I thought, nope, I don't need them. No art books. I didn't even go to the art book section. I did go look, Colleen, to see if they had the paper. They did not. So if I go to Tulsa this week, I will go into Barnes & Noble and look there. You should have bought it. I said you needed it. I didn't see your answer. I looked for your answer and couldn't find it. Swatch some ink? Okay. But really, that was my purchases. And then I went to Sam's Club, and I did buy some cookies for the nurses, and that was it. That was all my major purchases today. And it was a lot. And Robert was so happy. He was just like, it was my last day of treatment. He was just like, oh, you got cool stuff. And Hubs wanted to know if the days and year would, oh, God, I do remember that now. Yes, if the days and year would go by more slowly. I should have bought it. Okay, you have something for me to do with the inks to see how it works. Okay. All right. Let's get out. You want the FW inks? That's what I'm assuming you guys are wanting me to to test, right? Let me go get, I do like that HP LaserJet paper. I have to say that. So I told Robert, we are going nowhere. Like for the next 2 or 3 days, we are going nowhere. We are going to sit here and at home and decompress. This has been, this last weekend, oh my God. It was just, I didn't really do anything, but just with, you know, my brother's death and stuff, it was this whole weekend, it just felt like I never got a chance to even think. All right, let's look at what color. 2 colors for the experiment. Okay. How about, this is the Prussian blue. Galena likes it. And the color that would mix good with blue is either yellow or green. All right, we'll use these two because they're very different, but they look good together. I'm happy for Robert too. I really am. All right, Eileen, I'm waiting for instructions. Now, I don't know how these need to be shook up. I probably will drop a BB in each one of them. I just didn't think. Oh, if you had any idea how often I don't think. I do dumb stuff and just go, what were you thinking? Only I say it to myself. Sometimes I want to say that to other people. What the hell were you thinking? Want some rag flags? Oh my God, Dee Dee, you have enough. I didn't even look for the paper clips and stuff, but you have enough paper clips to make rag flags for probably all of Atlanta, for sure. I'm pretty sure. You could set up a rag flag kiosk at the mall. Maybe that should be your part-time job. Drop a puddle of ink and drop a smaller puddle on top to see how it blends or doesn't blend. Okay, we're going to drop the green into the blue. See, and I have no idea. Okay, so drop a puddle. All right, and we'll go ahead and I'll dip into this and we'll see what it's like full strength. So we have some control. It looks like I could shake that a little bit more. So I will put BBs in these to shake them up. Would we say this was Prussian? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Huh. It's not wanting to run down this pen, I have to say that. Yeah, it's not wanting to run down this pen at all. All right, we'll just do this. All right, now we're going to drop the green into it. Don't touch the puddle. I didn't touch the puddle. Yeah, Jan, he was. Hi, by the way. He was so excited today. You're not going to open a kiosk? Damn it. Ooh, you got your fountain pen converter and ink in the mail. Yay, you're going to have some fun, Cheryl. Oh, you think I'm worried about this sweatshirt? Oh my gosh. No. Look at this sweatshirt. It's ripped. It's honestly, I bet I've had this sweatshirt 25 years. All right, so now I'm just going to take another. This one I definitely got mixed a little better. I can see, yeah, these definitely need to be really, really mixed, you guys. So if you have a BB, drop a BB in it to help you mix them. All right, here you go. There's your green dot in your blue ink. Can you see that? Maybe I'll turn the light off. Maybe that'll help. No, that didn't help. All right, now you better tell me what to do. Because right now, I mean, the green is getting kind of spidery. I don't really want to move the paper, though. Can you see how the green is getting kind of spidery? Well, yeah, now there you can see it. You better speak up, Eileen. Wood that I could fit into. I fit in everything I had 25 years ago. It doesn't spread very well. Well, I don't know. If I was going to mix the colors, I would get like a little medicine cup to mix them, you know what I mean, to make a different one. Or if I find that it doesn't spread very well like that, water it down. Right? Add some alcohol. I'm not adding alcohol to these bottles. Oh, you mean on the paper? Get like a dropper of alcohol and see what it does? That green's moving into that blue a little bit. Okay. But it's not hard to mix them, and you can see the color is very pretty. But I bought so many colors, I shouldn't have to be mixing that much, right? Oh, you were hoping it would spread on the paper? Well, probably if it was thinner, Eileen, and I don't really want it thin. I did not put water on the paper. The Liquitex blooms when you do this. Well, probably if I had gotten the paper wet, we can do one where we get the paper wet with water and then alcohol and see what it does. I have no problem with that. And go ahead and water the paper down. Okay, look what happened when I sprayed that with the water. All right, now I'll just put a little drop. Okay, is that what you wanted to see, Eileen? That's cool. That's way cool. You can see where the water line ends. Where it stayed dark up here and then where it ran in the water. You want it to bloom? Okay, is that enough bloom for you? Do the indigo and spritz lightly. Okay, in just a second. Let me go ahead and I'm going to add some more water on top of the blue. Yeah, that came out really cool. Oops. And that's where the paper wasn't near as wet, right? Yeah, these are going to be fun to play with, I think. I did. I added the green. I didn't wait. It looks like a peacock. I think they're very concentrated, Lynn. But two, I mean, I need to get them shook up really well. I'm doing this on the HP laser paper, Paula. I did go ahead and buy some of that for using my combo markers on. How many did I get of these inks? I got 20 of them, but 2 of them are the same color. So, and I'd offer to send it out, but I'm not paying postage on a $1.49 bottle of ink. Yeah, I got 20. 21 or something. Yeah. Yeah, it would make some really pretty papers for weaving. Yeah, because now that it's kind of melding together in here, that's very pretty. And the colors are very, very intense. Yeah. And if I wanted to go back tomorrow, Robert would be like, okay, come on. Yeah, I love this paper, Paula. I have to say, it's 24 pound. It's not good drawing paper. Um, I wouldn't like drawing on it. You can blend graphite on it really, really well, but you cannot really erase your mark. So if you draw lightly, it would be fine because the graphite does blend well, but it was really hard to get my graphite marks off. So if you have a mistake and you have to erase you're kind of in trouble. So I would rather draw or use colored pencil on a paper with more tooth anyway. So yeah, and I don't know what I ended up paying for that paper. What was it, about 12 bucks, I think? No, it wasn't horrible. Well, for 500 sheets of paper, $12 is criminal, frankly, based on what I used to pay for paper. But I don't get those kind of deals anymore. Now I'm just making a mess, okay? I'm going to use up some of this ink that's just sitting up there in the puddle. Run it down into the water. See what it does. Let a river run through it. Here it is up here where I sprayed it. I'm going to like it spritzing it with water. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And running it. Can you see that? And I'm really, really close up, you guys. I mean, like the camera's no more than 4 inches from the paper. Look at that. That is way cool. The thing is, it's going to be so random. Like, you've got no control here. And then, of course, when I back out, you're going to have a lot of glare. I'm just running it now. So that's cool. I want to do that with all the colors. Kathy, my guess is I don't know what it will be, but it's got to have something to do with the finish of the paper. The laser paper is, I mean, when I say it is a smooth finish, it is like the smoothest paper ever. And even 20-pound bond has some tooth. Not a lot, but this has, I would say, 0 tooth. They have milled this so smooth. I don't think the actual, there might be something in the paper as well, but being laser, yeah, probably they don't need to. But I mean, when we're talking smooth, uber smooth paper. But I like too that it's 24 pound. You made a few sprays with these inks, the FW inks, Paula. That's a great idea too, because the pigment is obviously really, really intense. So now I've just made a big old mess. But that's fine. I'll get out another. I'll use them for drippage a lot, for sure. Because I like drippage. Jean doesn't like drippage. I love drippage. And where did I put my little straws? I had some little straws. Now this is another thing I like to do with inks. If you get it, Kathy, you'll like it. Yeah, you'll like it, the smooth finish. I'm just getting my little baby straw over here. So I like that. I like to do a straw with inks. I'm going to try not to hyperventilate. Okay, I've never used the Staples cardstock, but it is, other than being that heavy, it does have the finish of an index almost. If you're familiar with index cardstock, that's so smooth, but I'm sure this is designed to last longer. Index is cheap and it will yellow badly. All right, let's do some straw art with different colors, because I like that. Can't put it over there because Robert's certificate's there. We can't trash out Robert's certificate because he's proud of it. All right, we'll start with our lightest color first. We'll get out some yellow. And I think I will go ahead and wet the paper first because I like what the yellow did, or what the ink did when it hit the, is this the process? All right. Yeah, Jean hasn't said anything about drippage. What does everyone see in the ink blots? Oh my God, Dee Dee, we don't want to know. Rorschach tests are scary. They tell you more about your insides than anybody ever wants to know. 2 blowhards in one day. Oh my gosh, you guys really got a treat today, it sounds to me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spritz the paper. You know, when I got this spray bottle, I thought I was really kind of idiotic to spend that kind of money on a spray bottle. But I have to say, I like the Tim Holtz Distress sprayer. I really do. It does put out a nice, fine mist. All right, now the yellow mixed very easily. All right, I'm going to move you guys back down so you can see when it starts spreading. Isn't that cool? And I'll drop just a little bit randomly because we're going to add other colors on top of it. All right, now there's some solids. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. See the solids in there? That's why you need a BB. Mix it up. Yeah, it is a good sprayer. It really is. And this paper is really wanting to absorb this water quickly. It's great on the dogs. Oh, you're training the dogs with the spraying the water? That's how I train the cats, to stay off of anything hard, any hard surface. They saw that spray bottle come out. Holy crap. They ran for the hills. Oh, Jean was blowing on a musical instrument today. Jean must have had a very interesting stream today. All right, here's crimson. I did accidentally end up with 2 of these. Do I have alcohol I could drop? Yeah, I have different I'm not sure if I have any 90% anymore, but I know I have 50 and 70. Yeah, no, I have copper BBs. And after these get mixed up well, I won't have to take the time to shake the heck out of them like I'm having to do right now. That one didn't hit enough water. Okay, you've got to have a lot of water to get them to do that. That was a regular puddle over there. This one's pretty cool down here now. That one in the middle. I didn't want to wreck that one, so I didn't spray it that much. There we go. Almost looking like magicals here, only bigger. Oh, and I have to show you what I bought for the magicals, because I still have not checked out and gotten the shakers. And I'm not sure I'm going to after I show you what I'm going to do with mine. All right, what color are we going to add in with the... Now these, I think, I'm pretty sure because they are acrylic, if I went ahead and dried this real good at this point, well, hell, let's do it because we got nothing better to do until about an hour from now when I'm going to bed. All right, heat gun. That one there is really cool. Looks like an amoeba. We're going to totally dry this. All right, the few places that are wet, I'm going to go ahead and leave wet. They'll continue to move, but the places where I've dried it completely, they should stay put now. I'm thinking. So what color do we want with red and yellow? Because we have every color, you know, because we're lucky that way. Orange would be the obvious choice because that's what the 2 make, but I'm thinking I'm going to put blue with it. I love that dark green. Definitely don't want purple. Maybe a dark blue. Oh, I did get the processed cyan. Yay! Why did I think I didn't? That is definitely... Alright, so I got the processed blue and the processed yellow. Can't believe I didn't get the processed magenta. Indigo? Okay, I've got the indigo in here. Hang on, looking. I just threw them all back in this bag. Here's indigo. You know, I haven't tried it with fountain pens, Paula. I really haven't. Your fountain pen should work fine on it though, because its texture is much like the oh, what's that paper I was telling you about, Eileen? The Tomoe River paper has that real fine, smooth surface, and fountain pens work great on it. So I'm guessing it would work great on this paper as well. The only thing I would say is because the ink may not be absorbed as quickly because of the surface, you definitely don't want to write and then smudge it. That would be my biggest concern, is that you'd get more smudging. I don't know that to be a fact. I'll have to give it a try and see. It works great with the brush pens that we bought. Or, yeah, you have some too. Alright, we're going to find a puddle and drop in some indigo. That's pretty. I'll pull out so you can see. Yeah, that's cool looking. Let me do it over here. They look like sea creatures, for real. Look at that spread. Oh, you can't see it spreading over that way. Now the indigo, well, maybe it's because I dried the paper and then re-wet it. The indigo is behaving differently. Now I don't know if that's the makeup of the ink or because I've dried the paper once already, you know, and changed the properties of the paper. They do look, it does look very cool. And even up here where it's real light, up in there, that's really cool looking. I'm going to add one more blue down here with this red. But yeah, see, after I wetted it, because it is acrylic, if you dry it completely, you can add to it and it won't, the original colors won't mix. So that's cool. These are going to be fun as hell. I've already gotten more dollars worth of fun out of these, so I don't feel a bit bad. Not even a bit bad. All right, now just because we can and we don't really care what happens to this, we're going to add a drop of the watercolor ink. Now the watercolor ink is different. Its properties are going to be different because it is watercolor and you're never going to get it to be permanent. It's going to move until you fix it or do something else. This gave me the idea to weave painted papers into the burlap page. Oh, cool. Oh, you want to see a drop of alcohol in a wet area? Okay, we can do that next. Let me go get it. All right, I don't have any of the 90 left, I guess. So 70 is the best we can do. It still should do something. Draw some tentacles on these bodies here. All right, we're going to do one more experiment. Let's see where. Okay, we've got some water in here. Let's see where. I'm just trying to see. I might want to add something, because I know if the acrylic ink is dried, nothing's going to change, Lynn. I know that for sure. And the only place, well, let's do it up here on this blue one before it dries. Okay, can you see that? I just re-wet that. I just got a little, if I say it like Paula, pipette. Okay, there's a drop of alcohol in it. It almost like it repels. Of course, it's not gonna, the water and the alcohol are not gonna mix. So I guess it's cool because it's just another, here I'll put one on this blue here because it's still wet, but it's got a lot of pigment there. You guys can't see what it's doing. Let me see if the light changes. Well, now you can see it a little bit better, but I can't work in the dark. And you got to remember, the alcohol is going to evaporate so quickly. I don't know, Paula. I just say pipette, but I think it's cute that you say pipette. I always say pipette, but don't ask me because I really don't know. So I don't know. I think I like this. Can you see where the alcohol was? I mean, that evaporated almost immediately. And this just kind of pushed it out and made like a moat around the center where there was so much pigment. What the heck? I hate pop-ups on my computer. It annoys the hell out of me. More alcohol. More alcohol. Now I don't want to add too much more colors. So let's... What do we care? Right? Where's that one that I really liked? We'll add this because it's a... we're going to add the dark green because it's so pretty. And I won't add any more water. And then I guess we should try the alcohol on a dry piece of paper than on a wet one, right? I'm going to drop that into... All right. There was not enough water there. Thanks for coming, Dee Dee. Have a good night. Okay, can you see that green kind of moving? When you look closely, it's very cool. But you guys can't see it as well as I can. All right, I'm going to drop one more drop of alcohol in it. And there is water there, so they're not going to mix. God, that was almost like an eruption. It won't spread if it's dry. No, I'm pretty sure it won't. The alcohol will just sit on top of it, and I'll show you that here in a minute. There's a couple dry spots. But that's the alcohol, the pigment, in a puddle of water. Now, as the alcohol is evaporating, the water's kind of pushing back in. So I don't know, yeah, that makes kind of an interesting effect as well. I will go ahead on this great big red one down here that I know is uber dry. I'll go ahead and put alcohol on it to show you. It should not move at all. Yeah, see, it's not changing anything on that one. So it's only when you drop it into the water. Now, when the ink is dry with no water in it, I'm not sure. So I'll go ahead and use that dark green again over here. I really like this dark green color. It's really pretty. Okay, there's no water right there. So I'm just going to drop the alcohol into the ink direct out of the bottle and see what it does. Doesn't want to move that much. Now, let's add water to that and see what it does. Yeah, see, anywhere the alcohol is, it acts like a total resist. I mean, the alcohol and the water are not going to mix at all. So that's kind of a cool thing. If you get a place where you really like and you don't want to mess with, cover it with alcohol because the water ain't going to mix with it. Even after it's dry, it still acts like a resist. Can you see that little area right in there where the alcohol went? It still is not going there. So that's kind of cool to know that. And when you spray real close and the green moved all over, that's cool. I'm going to have to dry this now before I move it. It's pretty cool looking. I'm just spraying out the rest of the alcohol here and there. Yeah, this green, this dark green, yeah, boy, it's pretty. It's way pretty. I'm going to get them shook up real good and see how they work with the dip pens. I was a little disappointed that that original blue did not want to work with the glass pen. It will, though. I'm just going to have to jack with it and see what the deal was, why it didn't want to do it. But it should work just fine on it. I'm going to try real quick. Well, I need to dry this before I move it. I'm going to move the camera away so the noise is just not right in your face. And the alcohol actually made the particles, probably the acrylic particles in there, kind of beat up, and they're sitting on top now, which is kind of weird. Okay, drop the alcohol on first. All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep doing it on this page, but I'll get it a little bit drier. I'll just sop up some of this excess, because this ain't a masterpiece, you know. They did have some really cool, close by where the inks and those paintbrushes were, that Brie stuff. They did have some really cool texture tools. So if you like texture tools, like a sea sponge on a roller, yeah, they had some really cool texture tools. And if I did that sort of thing, I would have bought them because they were really, really cheap. Really cheap. So, alright, I guess I'll just get a fresh sheet out so we can really see what's going on. I have no clue. I mean, this is going to dry as quick as water dries, I guess. Kind of like the Magicals. Sometimes if I get that thicker paper really saturated, my gosh, it's not dry 3 hours later. Of course, if you live in Colorado, that would be different. It'd dry in 5 minutes. All right, now we're going to drop the alcohol in. I got to be prepared, though. All right, we'll go ahead and use the processed cyan. And the reason I wanted the processed colors, you guys, if you get the processed cyan, the processed yellow, and the processed magenta, those are the true mixing colors to make every other color. Not every red and blue are going to make a pretty purple. So if you really want to mix colors, get the processed colors. Yeah, the sea sponge on the roller, but I would never pay the full price for those. I have a sea sponge too, but I mean they were like uber cheap. All right, knowing how the alcohol is acting, of course that's only with the water. I'm not sure what it'll do. We'll see. Of course this is water based, so we're gonna find out. That's a lot of alcohol right there. And work fast when you're working with alcohol because it does evaporate really, really quick. I'm not doing anything. It's separating like it's made of worms. I'm not doing anything. I like the water a lot better. All right, I'll blow it and see what it does. But when it dropped in there, it didn't really do anything. It looks like the parts of the ink are separating, making little blobs. You'll see it here when I dry it. Which I don't know what they put in these, so you'll see in just a second what I'm talking about. That could be when did it need gesso paper? That could be. But I don't think the ink is going to act that different. Regardless, when you drop it, whether it's gessoed or not, the alcohol would probably sit on top. It wouldn't be absorbed as readily into the paper, of course, because of the acrylic nature, right? But I don't think the alcohol would act any different, really, even on a gessoed surface. And you're going to see this when I hold it up in just a second. I mean, it's got its own coolness, I guess. Okay, now I want to, right here is probably the best example. See how it's almost like it broke up into pieces, little globules of the pigment. And I don't think it's because of how shook up I had it. I think that is a response to the alcohol, because every drop acted consistently. Yeah, I won't get drunk or act stupid. Hi, Carrie Ann. Well, I'll act stupid. But yeah, if you can see that, how it's got little globules of the pigment. And I don't think that would be any different. Still have that gold heavy body gesso on there. So, yeah. I'm of the two techniques, I'm not crazy about the alcohol. I prefer the how it acts in water. I'm going to go ahead and just do green and the different blues on here. We're just playing with inks, Carrie Ann, because I went and bought those cheap inks today. Nope, no water up there. You've definitely got to drop it into a pool of water for it to behave cool. CB's sitting at home going, don't get carried away. Stop already. I imitate her really good, I think. I made a globule paper tonight. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm going to sleep so good tonight, you guys. Now this indigo, look, I'm dropping it in a puddle, and it's doing nothing. Nothing at all. Well, maybe there it started running a little bit. Oh, I like that, where I sprayed it and it sent splots all over. I like that. The thing about the inks is, like the Magicals, one thing I can say, and you can't compare the two products because they're nothing like each other, right? But when you drop the Magicals on a wet sheet of paper, like they're going to alter and change. And we're here, they alter, but it's so quick. Like you get 10 seconds or less for it to do whatever it's going to do. Where the Magicals just keeps changing over time. Now I'm going to blow it where I want it. But I don't know, I'm going to play with it because one definite thing I like about it is when it's dry, it's going to stay put. The Magicals are magical. There's no doubt about that. I will, Lynn. I will definitely do that. I think they all say. The indigo says acrylic artist ink. And then I think they all say the same thing on the back. It says acrylic artist ink, water resistant, non-clogging, pigmented. Shake lightly before use. Well, these have been sitting long enough that you have to shake them more than lightly. You've got to give them a good shake. Hi, Carol, Sunset Carol. I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope everything's going well. You're just wondering what could be done with silicone oil applied with a toothpick or needle or splatters. I don't have any silicone oil that I'm aware of, Carol. I could ask Robert if we have any. Magicals on top of the inks. Well, we have some Magicals because I was going to show you guys, you know, the shakers. One thing about the shakers is I think, I haven't found anything to tell me different, is that they're all the shimmery. And you guys know I'm not a huge fan of shimmery. So that's one of the reasons I've been hesitant to hit the buy button, right? So I got thinking before when I needed a shaker because I needed a shaker to spread some, not the morning glory seeds, they're big. I don't know, some of the, oh, I know, it was impatient seeds that I had collected. and I had one of these pill cases. And so I took a needle and I melted the holes into the top of this so that I could just go out and shake, but I needed small holes. I didn't want big holes, and that's why I didn't use like an empty spice bottle or like a salt and pepper shaker, because the holes were too big. I wanted little tiny holes, kind of like I would want for the Magicals. So the other day when I was at Dollar Tree, I picked up one of these and I melted holes in the lid. Can you see that? And took a little scoop of the Magicals out and put it in there. Now the problem with doing this is you don't have a lid, right? So that's why I just had a little piece of Scotch tape on it. I'm going to spray this whole thing again. Well, no, I'm going to dry it first because orange and blue is not going to work good. Because then I can get my flat Magicals into shaker form, right? And have more control. We'll add a little bit of orange to this. Alright, what the hell? Alright, I'm going to add more water. Most of it should stay put. It's pretty dry. You can see where the puddles are, so. I'll try and keep it in the lighter areas. This is looking pretty good. Did it work? Well, here, you're going to see, Lynn. Okay, I've got this one is the Magical Mai Tai. Okay, that's in there. So if you want just a little bit. No more getting out of control, CB. I can get it right where I want it. Check that out. But I still have it in little containers. And if I want more coming out, I can just make the holes as big as I want. Now watch, I'm going to explode the whole kitchen or something. But that's one way that I can control them. So, cool idea, huh? Now that doesn't mean well, if I can't get the shakers in flats, I probably won't order them at all. So, and then because each of these tubes come with 6 colors, well no, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this has 7 days. I could do whatever I want. So that looks like rust in there now, doesn't it? Looks kind of cool. I actually like this page in front of me right now. And we started out with alcohol on this one, yeah, because right there is where it kind of separated out. So I do like the inks with the water, though, better. I really do. So now do you guys think I'm really cuckoo because I made my own little shakers? Or do you think I'm the most brilliant person? I know I'm the most brilliant person in Oklahoma. That was easy. But I mean like the whole continent or something. Duh. I can't believe Eileen's not saying anything. Yeah, I think it works well because you can get it where you want it in little amounts. And if I want it bigger, make the holes. The Magicals, I know, it looks like rust in there, right? So that's cool. Now, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. How many journal covers does one girl need? And after it's dry, I could add gold splatters, Eileen, or black. I guess the containers are too thick to poke holes. What containers? Oh, these? Yeah, you're not going to melt little holes. All I did to turn, like, I mean, these are cheap-ass little things, you guys. And I picked the round one, mostly because I thought it was the thinnest material. But all you have to do is get, like, a darning needle. I use this needle. I use this needle for everything. I bind books with it. I could repair socks with it. But I just lit a candle, held that in the candle flame, and just pushed down, and you'd be surprised how easy it will just melt right through. And you're not burning your fingers either. So, yeah, that's how easy it is. Yes, you are cuckoo. It has nothing to do with the shakers. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So next time you're at the Dollar Tree, if you want to turn your Magicals into shakers, get these. I use these for a lot of things. And to me, they're disposable. Like, yeah, I paid $1 for it. After I'm done with it, throw it in the trash. Who cares? Don't trash out your life with them. I spent $3 on a cup of coffee today. I can throw away that. Of course, Paula's probably laughing her head off because people are in her business all day, every day, spending more than $3 on a cup of coffee. I scare the hell out of you? Why? Why do I scare you, Amy? I'm not a scary person, I don't think. Well, I can be, I think. I know there have been times where others scared me. Or buy the shaker containers. Do they have the shaker containers? I just didn't want the iridescent. One thing I've learned about the Magicals is it's not like you can get a little bit of iridescent. When you put that iridescent down and put it in water, it puts an even coat of the iridescent all over you. If it did it just in places, that would be one thing. But that has not happened for me. When you put that stuff on, it's an even coat of iridescent. So if you get it in the right light, your sheet is the same color. Your Dollar Tree also sells tiny storage containers that are about... See, that's what I was looking for, Carol. I never found those. Yeah, those would be good too. Just to, melt the holes in those. But I never found those. Can you buy the shaker containers from Lindy's? I didn't see them, but I didn't shop for them either, in all fairness. Yeah, see, I've not seen those at mine. All right, here, Eileen has the answer for us. Office or art supplies. We have them also in the crafts section. Okay, see, I didn't even think about that. Quantity 20. No, see, Eileen, those are not going to work because the holes are too big. I could use spice jars if I wanted that. And you get 20 for $18.99. Well, I can get 20 little, or 7 little compartments for $1. Because you don't get that much powder in these containers. It's not like you need a big old bottle. I know what you're talking about, Carol, like the little acrylic paints. You know what? Dang, I hadn't thought about that. You could buy, because they do sell those acrylic paints at Dollar Tree that you could clean out. Okay, I just thought of what I want to do. I know exactly what you're talking about, Carol. The kids' acrylic paints come in those little containers. All right. I will go on a mission later on in the week. But this works fine too. Cheap, geesh. Well, that's about $1 a container. I mean, I'm buying stuff to throw away. It's like, why would I buy the premium trash bag when what I'm buying is garbage? Unless I'm going to put explosives in it. I just can't see buying trash. And that's what those are. They're going to be trash. Alright, I think this is okay. I can set it aside and we can start another one or do whatever we want. It's 8:30. Are you guys sick of me yet? Alright, I gotta go move this stuff. Alright, Lindy's. I'll bet these are really going to be a bargain. Okay, $1 each. And so what bottles do they fit on? Okay, they fit the magical shakers only. So see, they backed you into a corner again, Eileen. I'm doing it my way. Saving myself a bunch of money. Storage is going to be easy. When I'm done with them, throw them in the trash. There you go. Now I'm thinking. This blue one, I'm going to pull it back over there because it's completely dry now. I like the intensity of the blue, man. It did not change at all. This is that one where I put the big blob and then moved it. When I say stuff like this, explosives, burning holes in plastic. Yeah, see, and those have big holes, and I can make these holes bigger, but I didn't want a whole bunch coming out at once because I know me, or CB knows me, and she knows I get carried away. Yeah, 10 for $1. That's what I'm talking about, Carol. All right, I'm going to have to go into Dollar Tree. But can you see how, like, look at that blue. That is so pretty. Now I want to add green or something on top of this. I wish I hadn't done that to it, but I can cut out the part I don't like either. But I think this one's cool looking now. And this is completely, well, I say completely dry. It's still damp where the ink was, but I don't think it would move at this point. I gave it a quick blow dry. That's the ones I want, Carol. Like 10 for $1. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I really like that blue. Really, really, really like that. It's so pretty. I think we need to add purple to the blue. What do you think? Looks like scary monsters trying to kill each other. We'll just call this one the Monster Mash then, right? All right, here's our two colors of purple. Now these are Moon Violet and these are iridescent. And this one just says liquid acrylic. Okay, so it doesn't say ink. It just says liquid acrylic. Pink would be really pretty on this too, but I mean, I've already caused Eileen to have a couple of accidents today already, so. Alright, this one, what does it say? It doesn't say. Says, excuse me, acrylic ink. So, we're going to use, do we want the iridescent or not? Oriental Trading has some to punch holes in. Don't you have to buy 50,000 when you do from Oriental Trading? That's what I always thought, that you had to like order in bulk. God, that purple is pretty. I'm going to test these on a separate sheet before I actually use them. I'm going to have so much fun tomorrow swatching these. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, this one's going to be real light, it looks like. They definitely need to be shaked a lot. A lot. Shaken a lot. Hi, Karen. Okay, well, we've been experimenting here, Karen, with the inks. This is an ink art. I've got 2 more over there, ink art. You got a great deal, Karen. Do not feel bad. Eileen is going to make you try and feel bad. Don't feel bad. It was a great deal. If you do nothing but play for 5 hours, it's still cheaper than going out for one single meal. That's how you have to look at it. Stream the swatch. I might, Galena. I don't know what, I just feel like this week is really Robert's week. Whatever Robert wants to do is what's going to happen. This weekend, I was absolutely useless, as you guys can probably imagine. He had to work over for the neighbor. So I just feel like he so indulged me over the weekend, as he should have. I deserved it. But I just feel like whatever Robert Vaughn wants this week is what Robert Vaughn gets. Oh, that's a good idea too, Carol. That one you can just buy a dozen. Okay, cool. All right, look at how pretty that is. That's the one we're using, even though it's the iridescent. That's the one we're using. Here we go. We're going to spray this and get it really, really, really wet. Not right on top of the blue, though, because I like that blue the way it is. Here we go. Okay, yay you, Karen. I loved your beast cover. Come on. Why are you not sucking up? Okay, now this one is faulty. The dropper is not wanting to work. Don't know why. Yeah, it's having issues with its sucker. That's okay. We have pipettes, which had alcohol in it. Oops. Did you? Oh, you guys missed that. Doggone it. There's the light purple over there. This is making a really pretty purple background. More than one way to skin a cat, you know. So I don't know. This one, this dropper did not want to section up, which means it's got a leak somewhere. You got the cover off of Etsy for 24 bucks. Dang, that's a good deal. What if he tells me to ride the emu? Well, if he'll saddle the emu up, I'll give it a go. The ink's stuck in the dropper, probably. Well, Yeah, it just means it has a leak in it. You know, there may be it may not be sealed up here at top good, but it means that there's no suction, which means there's a leak. No big deal. A lot of your droppers don't work. Do you have the pipettes, Zandra? Do you have any of these? If you don't, I'll send you some. I've got a ton of them. And I'm going to the post office sometime next week. Hopefully, I'm going to get Hope's, all of Hope's stuff done. What's his number? 10. You're a smart woman, Ange. I don't care what Eileen says about you. Yeah, that's not uncommon. A lot of my older inks, if this dropper dries out and gets a crack in it, it just quits working. It doesn't mean the ink's not good. Okay, so you've had some issues. You have them? Okay. Um, I'll see if pushing it down did solve that. Nope, it didn't solve it. I don't care. I'll just use the pipette. I don't care. Pipette, pipette. I don't know. I don't think that purple did anything to enhance this. That's for damn sure. Live and learn, ladies. I can cover it up with green or whatever. See, I'm just not an iridescent person, I guess. That's what I would say for sure. I'm just not iridescent. And see how, and this is what I'm talking about, the iridescent magicals. See how you guys can't because, oh, how can I show you? It's going to have to be dry for me to pick it up to show you. But that iridescent has now made a film over the whole thing. And if the light gets just right, it's all the same color. You see more of the silver than you do the actual color. Who is this Hope I hear about? Okay, Hope is Fiona's granddaughter. She's 9, and she has streamed the last 2 weeks. She's participating in the scavenger hunt. And so Hope wanted to say thank you to me for organizing the scavenger hunt, and her grandmother started streaming with her so she could say thank you, and now she's like turned into an internet star, at least in my world. So that's who Hope is. So she is now the youngest fib. You're off the hook, Allie. They're going to be in my test page for the scavenger hunt too, Karen, I can promise you. You love iridescent. See, and I could live without it. And you're right. The purples that they had, now this one's different. This one's not wanting to, and see, this one doesn't have the shimmer in it, like the little micas, but it does have some iridescence to it. But it's a little bit darker purple. But yeah, I could live without the glimmer, shimmer, whatever you call it. You're not the youngest anymore. Fiona's channel is Fiona-67. And Hopi and I are gonna swap some art and stuff. So yeah. I think I wrecked my blue page that I liked. I'm just going to move some of this purple around. The only thing I could do to maybe save it now is add some green. I like blue, purple, and green together a lot. But yeah, see how that shimmer is it's just there. It's like, I don't like that. Now I have rivers of shimmer going through the blue, which maybe isn't horrible. And a lot of the ladies that have been around a long time, Allie, they remember Hope when she was just teeny tiny. Um, I didn't know Hope when she was a baby. I've just met Hope, and she's adorbs. Which reminds me, Allie, are you going to stream again, or have you given up that dream? I wish you would. Can you see it running? Looks like a river. I've made a mess. The purple really did mess it up. I did get white, Zandra. You think I should add white to it? I did get the white. I didn't know how opaque it was going to be, Xander. It was kind of a flyer because I didn't know how opaque I could expect it to be. We'll go ahead and get this. Since we've already wrecked this one, what the hell? There isn't much else we can do, right? Because the iridescent wrecked it. Maybe it'll be okay when it's dry. The purple and the blue is really kind of cool looking. You're playing with your tinny stuff. Okay, let me get this dry, and then I'll add the white. You see how opaque it is. Did you get the white, Z? My Timmy stuff was not on sale. My Hobby Lobby doesn't have much Timmy stuff. Like the Michaels has 10 times more Timmy stuff than Hobby Lobby. I might stream again. I haven't totally given up on that whole thing. Should show my bead loom. Colleen was looking for it. You should, Allie. When this purple dries, it actually looks more silver than purple. You got it out for Jane? Cool. Yeah, mine doesn't have a lot of tinny products either. I'll bet it's not even 5 foot of a section way in the back across from the clearance. It's pitiful how much room they give to Tim. Where Michael's has like a whole aisle of Tim. Okay, you got the white. I didn't get the fluorescent white. Just the white. Okay, that's a little better since I spread it all around. Sometime soon I'm going to make Valentine's pocket letter. That would be cool, Allie. Valentine's pocket letters would be fun, really, because there's so much stuff to pick from. But I don't know. I found pocket letters a little overwhelming. I will admit that out loud. Yeah, my Michaels has really dedicated a lot of space. I mean, it's like all the name brand products are all on the same aisle. Like Timmy's on almost one whole side of an aisle. Jane Davenport, Diane, and them are on the opposite side. So one aisle is just like designer products, I guess, is what you would call it. And then Hobby Lobby carries, none of that other stuff. Or mine doesn't. Maybe other people's do. All right, now that it's dry and I know nothing's going to move, I'm I'm going to go ahead and wet it again and add a little bit of white. I'm really going to get it saturated. And I'm going to add the white right on top of the blue. And that shimmer is still moving. It's going to be everywhere before everything's said and done. Oh, crap. That's a lot. Holy cow. Well, I guess if you don't like what you've got, just add white. Yikes. That went a little cuckoo crazy, right? A lot of people splatter. Yeah, oh yeah, I'll definitely use them for splatter. We've had the same products for like 3 years. I think the problem with a lot of them is they're overpriced. Really, I really think they're just overpriced, and that's why they don't move quickly, you know? You truly are paying for the name there. Holy crapola. I'm going to try and spread it out. I obliterated all that blue in there. This could turn out cool. How do you know? Probably won't, but it could. It might. You never know. I am going to sop up some of that shimmer. My gosh, that stuff is so invasive. That's just one little drop. It wasn't like I puked out a whole bunch of ink. You know, like it went. Oh, I'm going to put some there and cover that up because I don't like that. And that green up there that I didn't like has kind of been obliterated a little bit. Looks like an Oriental picture to you now? Okay, you guys, this is what I'm going to tell you about the white. A little bit of white goes a very long way. For real. But I got rid of that. Now I'm going to get rid of this up here. Where I goofed it up. Well, I didn't goof it up. I just didn't think this is what I'd be doing with this. But it's kind of cool because you can see the blue running underneath it. Like, you want microscopic dot. This looks like a big fat freaking mess. Is what it looks like to me. I guess I could add a little bit more water to that. I guess this is how you learn how to do things, is just do it, try it. I don't have any preconceived ideas of what I'm going to get out of this, so I've got so much crap here. Jeez. See if you can find a white online. Are they selling the product the same price online? Because the postage on the inks would be a lot. I'm just saying. It's like a snowstorm. Yeah, no. Hi, Grace. No lie. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Now, I do like it, the white on top of that green back there. I don't know. When it dries, it might look really different. What do I know? Yeah, I'm learning for you. Add light green. Okay, I've got to dry this, because if I added light green now, I'd lose the white, because they would mix, because it's still got water in it. Okay, the white is actually drying, not quite as dense as when I put it on there. Yeah, mailing would defeat the whole purpose. So you're going to have to, well, I don't know. Left is water with brush and grass, and the right is woods. That could be. But the white does not dry. Of course, I spread it out, made it thin with water, but yeah, it's see-through now, which now that it's see-through and I can see the blue underneath it, I like it okay. And honestly, if you're going to do something like this where you're going to get the paper wet over and over and over again, I would use a heavier weight paper. I would not use 24-pound paper. Yeah, this could, you know, who knows? This could end up as cool washi. Not here where it's all dense, but Eileen's gotten very quiet. She's hating every minute of this. Oh, that's inventive, Grace. Scraping off ice off a window. You can see how the paper has warped terribly. So that affects every layer that you put on top, you know, that warpage. That's why I'm going to try and get it pretty dry this time. Bigfoot's in there somewhere. You're probably right, Grace. I don't know. It's a mess, is what it is. Yep. And if it's not completely dry, you make a mess. I don't know. I guess I will go ahead and add some green. Okay. Now I started out actually with that dark green. That's the dark green over here that I love. I love this color. This may be my all-time favorite. And the only other green I got, I think, is that, it's called emerald green, but it looks more like Kelly green to me. You probably threw it away, Allie. That's what I do. Okay. There's another pearlescent color. I'm not sure. Those are, I'll write with these, but I'm not sure I'll use them in art otherwise. The turquoise looks really pretty. I didn't buy any more green, so I got 2 colors of green. So I will add the light green. But yeah, I'm not putting any more pearlescent on it. Okay, I'm not going to get carried away. CB, I'm going to try and do this. I really would have no use for buying these inks. You're not enjoying this, I can tell. I like playing with them. More than anything, I would probably write with them. I mean, that's what I'll do. Or draw with them. I'm glad you decided to join in the chat, Grace. These are a crazy group of women, and I could tell you which ones to watch out for, but you probably already figured it out by your own self. I'm pretty sure. You looked in the trash, it wasn't there. New to chatting. Yeah, if this isn't your deal, then yeah, you're not saving any money going and getting them. I will use them. I'm pretty sure I will use them. They're pretty versatile, really. Now it's cool where the green and the white have mixed right here. That's really cool. I'm trying to hold it up. See where you can see the green and the white? That, it almost looks like there's texture under there. Smack and drag. We could try some smack and dragging. I'm going to add just another drop of green over here. Or two. There goes the green. Maybe over here and then call it done. Because I've got an even number right now. Come on, little amount. You have too many inks. I don't know. These are kind of fun. And, you know, for $1.49, I don't mind playing with them like this. Which other products where I pay full price for, I pay dearly for, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not sure if I want to waste them that way. So, you know, these, I think that takes that fear away. That go ahead, who cares? It's only $1.49. I got 2 inks for 1 cup of coffee, right? This is butt ugly. I'm sorry, you guys. There is no way that you can revive this. I'm going to cut it up, and maybe it'll have some redeeming qualities after it's cut up. What would happen? I'm not going to spray the alcohol. Karen, what we did an alcohol experiment earlier, and I think what I learned is the alcohol and the water absolutely do not mix. And so the alcohol pushes the acrylic away from where it is. So I wasn't overly excited about the end result. We're going to do a smack and dragon. And then I'm probably going to call it a night here pretty quick because it's 9 o'clock.
Get more paper.
Okay, another thing is I might change. I'm gonna get out a sheet of that real absorbent Bristol paper because all of these experiments we've done is on that HP laser paper, which in my opinion is not all that absorbent. Let's try a real absorbent paper and see what the results are, because that can really affect your results, is how quickly the product is absorbed and dried. I'm going to have that iridescent crap everywhere. Janet's smack and drag is a dab it up. That's probably true, Eileen. Oh, Paula saw a seahorse in that? Oh, Grace lives in Tennessee. Cool. You probably know, but I'm in Oklahoma. Good night, Cheryl. Have sweet dreams. All right. Eileen, I'm going to go ahead and spray water on the mat. I'm going to wait for Eileen to tell me. This is how my plan is, Eileen. I'm going to spray water on the mat, and then I'm going to drop a couple of different colors of the ink in, and then I really am going to do smack and dragon, but I'm not using any iridescent. I'm going to use just the acrylic inks. Okay? Eileen, you tell me if that's the way we're doing this, because I don't want to hear the grief later. Really, I'll hear it the rest of my life. It'll be never a freaking ending. She's worse than a husband, I swear to God. Oh, there goes my straw. All right, and I really want to use that dark green again because it's so beautiful. I'm looking in my bag of inks. Bag o' inks. I'm excited to use that gold too. It's so pretty. All right, that's a pretty blue. We're going to use that blue. Eileen, quit talking to me. All right, now she's saying I'm doing a real smack and dragon. All right, I'm just going to choose the colors because I must be getting cranky. I want to smack her upside the head. And you guys know blue is my favorite color, so I go back to blue over and over and over again because I love me some blue. All right. We're not going to kiss and make up. No. Do it for the kids. I'll give her the kids. She can have them. I want them. All right, on the mat, it's not doing anything. So, yeah. So that was, let me see what color. That was the turquoise, and it is pretty, and I did not shake it, so it's separated a little bit. So that's going to be weird. All right, I'm going to do the turquoise and the dark green. Now, this one should be shaken. Smack her, Janet. I think she's bigger than me. This is good to do with these if you want the look of sprays, but you want permanence. Cool, Paula. That's good to know. All right. I wonder if I put a drop or two of yellow. I'm going to do it, and we're going to see. And Eileen will probably wet herself. She does that a lot. That yellow could have used a good shake, too. All right, this is Smack and Dragon. Is that enough? Well, we're both brats. All right, here. This is the way Dee Dee does Smack and Dragon. She goes like that. Oh, that's pretty. Now I'm going to go from the other way. Oh, that's pretty. There's probably more on the back of this now than there is on the front. That is pretty, though. Oh my God, the paper will have smashed measles. She is the ultimate brat. Spritz some water. Okay, we'll do that one on the next one. But yeah, this came out pretty cool looking. All right, I'm going to concede to Eileen. Your method of Smack and Dragon might be better than mine. That's the only thing I'm ever going to say. And all of these inks need to be shook more. I can see little granules of pigment here and there. Shake them really, really well, you guys. Would Paula say? I vote for Paula. No, Paula, this one I changed the paper to the, it's 68-pound Bristol. And I chose it because it's more absorbent. We could do a smack and drag with the laser paper, though, too, because it's not going to be as absorbent. But this is pretty. It is Bristol, 68-pound Bristol. It's the cheapest paper ever. All right. I wish I'd put that drawing thing closer. All right, I have a sheet of the, we'll just do it real quick with the same colors on the HP LaserJet paper and see what the difference is. Right. And I really do need to shake these. I'm going to put a BB in them, shake them up real good. And that may be why they are not bestsellers, too. Okay, after it dries, I will. Well, I want to do the exact same colors on a different paper to see the difference, and that will tell us whether it's the paper or I think these are the colors I used. Hell, I don't know. I didn't use the dark green, I don't think. Now this one definitely needs to be shaked a little bit. Sounds like Magicals. Nope, we're not doing Magicals. We're doing Smack and Dragon with the acrylic inks from Hobby Lobby. I honestly think I might have used the dark green. I don't know. I'm going to put it in with the other green. Alright, and Karen, or it wasn't Karen, it was Kathy, said spray it with water, but I'm not gonna because I want the conditions to be as much the same as I can make them, right? And I'll drag. Oh, it behaves a lot different on the laser paper. A lot different. And now I've mixed them, so I'm going to get green at the bottom, but that's okay. Yeah, a lot different on the laser paper. And maybe, I think I did it much the same way. I'm going to go ahead and sop up the rest of the ink with the white parts of the paper. Calendars are 75% off. I like the Books A Million ones for $3. That is a heck of a deal. And if you guys want like a leather cover, they've got some beautiful leather cover ones. The only problem is they do have 2018 embossed on the covers. So, but there's some beautiful journals there for $3. Even writing journals. Yeah, it behaved a lot different. I have to say the colors they didn't mix as much, or I don't think it was technique though. I really don't. I think it's how absorbent the paper is. All right, next time we're going to do it. I'm going to do it on the Bristol again. But I'll spray it. I got the biggest mess in the history of mankind here. All right, so I'm going to do the turquoise again. Oh, there's no BAM there. Okay. Oops, forgot to spray first. I'm going to spray first and after. And maybe I should be putting the colors closer together. I don't know. I'm glad I have a BAM. I am glad I have a BAM. You didn't get the turquoise? The turquoise is really pretty. I like it. But I would say definitely, like this yellow, I can just tell by the way it looks when I drop it on here. It definitely needs more mixing. Okay, I don't see that the amount of water on the mat is making a whole heck of a lot of difference, honestly. All right, I'm going to try and start. That's cool looking. Alrighty. I need another piece of paper to sop this crap up. Hang on. I'll show you in just a second. Oh, now you can see that the watercolors on here spread like crazy. That's crazy. I know where that's going. Don't need this crap mess in my life. Now the Bristol, yeah, no, I know that. I can't muddy it with a lot of drags. The Bristol absorbs it like immediately, and I think that's why you get this. So, I think what I learned from this, okay, and this was a bunch more water added on top, but it's not that different than the first one. So, I would say a more absorbent paper. Can you see the difference? The areas of color stayed much more intense. These, the paper absorbed and spread out. Both very cool though. But for Smack and Dragon, I think I would use the more absorbent paper. I really do. Yeah, I like the Bristol better too. That's why I said that, CB, is use a more absorbent paper where when you drag it, it's being absorbed in the paper as you move. Where this one, it was wanting to sit more on top of the paper. I don't know. It's still pretty cool. I mean, and I would say the colors are definitely more vibrant on the laser jet paper. And then Eileen wanted me to add something. I'll do it on this one, that first Bristol one that I did. And the cool thing about these, you guys, is because it's acrylic, it's when it's dry. Now this one, and I found this true with the Magicals too, that as it was drying, the pigment kept being absorbed. And what do I want to say? I don't know. It just got more muted and even tone as it was drying. So that's one of the problems, and I'll wait and see what happens with that other Bristol sheet. But what did you want me to do on top of this, Eileen? Thanks, Lynn. You see a dog face? I don't know, you did well enough, Connie, to just say what I was going to say. If it was Eileen, I would have said, are you sure you're not looking in the mirror, girl? but I won't say that to you, Connie, because I don't know you that well. And Eileen's always mad at me anyway. So what the hell? It loses the intensity. There you go, CB. Thank you. But heck, now that we got this going on, I'm just going to go ahead and spray it again because this had pretty well dried. These colors are not going to move now. It's dry enough that they're not going to move. Because I'm about done here. I really am. I'm going to take the dark green that I love so much. But the problem with this Bristol paper, I mean, when I say it's absorbent, you can't get a puddle on this stuff. Look, CB's laughing. Where's Eileen? Oh my God. Just add another color over it. by smack and drag the color. You want me to smack and drag on top of it? I was just going to drop it. Okay, Connie. I'm glad you're not mad. Thank you. I already screwed up. Now she's going to be mad at me again. Oh, well. I was going to get some of that stuff going on, Eileen, where it starts moving, you know? And if you did it dry, of course, it wouldn't move at all. You'd have to blow it or run it or whatever. You see a face with a helmet? Smack and drag it. Okay, she went smack and drag with a different color. We'll give it a go. What color do you add to blue and green and yellow? Brown? Now CB's going, no, please, not brown. We could always add some magicals to it. Do you want to do magicals on top of it? I'm kind of wanting to do magicals on top of it. Let's do magicals. Now it looks like two boobs on there. All right, so there. Is that better? We'll move the boobs around. Now they look like saggy boobs, right, Eileen? Oh, okay. You worked in a factory for 30 years. Oh, my gosh. No brown. Okay, CB, no brown. All right, let me think. All right, we're going to go with a dark blue. Use the pissy pink. Now, the pissy pink, Eileen, that's iridescent, so this whole page would turn silver. Give it a golden patina. I do have the gold. We could use the gold. Do a smack and dragon with the gold. But then it's, again, it's that, it doesn't say iridescent, but you can tell it's got the iridescence in it. No, I'm going for the navy blue. Sorry. Then what? This is what's coming up in chat, you guys. I can already tell you. Then why'd you ask? I don't know. Sometimes I want to bite my tongue out. Okay, use gold. Now change back to blue. All right, we're going to use the gold. I really don't want to make her mad. I don't want her not sleeping tonight. Golden or Liquitex? What? You people are nuts. Like Jeannie isn't one of us. OMG. All right, I'm not going to use a lot of gold, but I'll smack and drag this again, and we'll get the gold wherever the gold happens. Okay, Eileen? Oh, my God. It's like babysitting a 2-year-old. And I didn't put much down on purpose. All right, you can't hardly see where it was. And that iridescence is going to be everywhere. We're putting blue. We're going with the navy. You can see it a little bit, but not a lot. That's okay. All right. All right, that's enough. I don't want a lot. Hey. Hey. I want you to have sweet dreams tonight, Eileen. I really do. Ready, set, smack. Oh, rip the paper. Smack and dragon. Not really adding anything to it, Eileen. Not adding anything to it. So, now, since we know that and we ripped the page, that's okay. These are just experiments. We don't care. I have a mess like you wouldn't believe here. I'm just going to drop the blue onto the page. I can just hear CB too. Oh, God, girl, give it up. See, I'm going to end up doing it the way I probably should have done it in the beginning, is just do some drippage along the top. The dragon is dead. Is there a dragon here? Now it's going to look way cool. Yep. That just ruined the nice paper. Yes, it did, Eileen. That's okay. It's pretty now. It really is. I already ruined the nice paper when I ripped it. I'm going to get some of that navy off the end there. There we go. That's better. Now I really got to dry it. I do have mixed media paper. I'm only doing what Eileen tells me, Jeannie. Now, if I dropped, well, hell, let's just do it because we can. And Eileen says I already ruined this piece of paper. We'll go ahead and drop the alcohol in here now, and we're going to get some, like, see how there's some white circles in there? We're going to get some more. Actually, when it's real spread out and muted like that, I do like the effect of the alcohol where it just moves it away. I like that. Salt would do a lot the same. I think salt actually sucks the water up and leaves pools of color. I don't have any Yupo. I need some Yupo. The measles are back. No, I have every kind of paper. This was really just going to be experiments. And honestly, until I kind of know what to expect, I would really rather use a cheaper paper, and I can do it again on a more expensive paper. Because remember, I don't get to shop. I've used up all my shopping. Eileen will never let me shop again. It is weird how that alcohol does push the pieces of pigment away, and then you end up with little globs. I mean, barely noticeable. to the naked eye. Alright, that's probably dry enough. It can air dry now. So we will have more fun with inks tomorrow. So Eileen, while you're going to sleep tonight, I want you to be thinking of other things that you can tell me to do. I actually end up liking this one. I think it's cool. I give Eileen way too much power. Oh, I know I do. But when things don't work, it's always her fault, right? And it's fun to stream with Eileen. Because believe it or not, sometimes she does give you some pretty good direction. It's the lag that annoys me, is I have to wait for it. Well, I'm impatient. I'm not waiting. So, I'm sorry. I'm not waiting. Ange isn't scared. So, we'll yank out and look at the papers that we've created. I'm not going to put this back together, okay? I'm really not. I think I will cut parts of this out, though, and maybe use it. I definitely learned some things not to do. That one is butt ugly. I don't know. There's definitely going to be a learning curve here. Because some of these are really, really ugly. I mean, like, really ugly. There you go, Paula. I just did get some blue on my pants, which kind of bums me out because I did like these sweats, but oh well, now they're paint sweats. That's the first one where we were just plopping water down. This is where we tried the alcohol, and it really muted the colors. I'm not sure I'm loving the alcohol, frankly. That's my take from this. I'm not loving the alcohol. Here we did some more alcohol, because I can tell by the globules that that's alcohol, not water. Here's the blue, purple, and green. Now this is going directly in the trash. I am not even keeping that. That is the ugliest thing either. And then these were the Smack and Dragon. Good fun to play with, though. Stream tomorrow afternoon. Well, depending on what the rat wants to do. And says, yes, she does give good directions. However, you need to stop telling her that. One day we aren't going to hear from her, and it's because her head probably exploded. I won't mind streaming tomorrow afternoon. Janet used it on gessoed paper with the alcohol. Okay, if I get a chance, I'll gesso some paper tomorrow. But really, I'm not going to promise streaming tomorrow because if Ratatouille wants to drive into Tulsa or whatever, he gets to decide. Scroll up. All right, good night, Jennifer. She's probably been in bed 30 minutes because I did scroll back. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to depend on the rat. If the rat just wants to hang out at home tomorrow, I told him he could just stay in his bathrobe all day if he wants. But yeah, it's pretty much whatever the rat wants to do is what we'll be doing tomorrow. And if he just wants to hang out here or if he decides to go work for Donnie or whatever, then I'll probably go ahead and come on and play with this stuff some more. But yeah, he gets first choice this week for sure. Yeah, I will, Ange. I will try and remember to message you if I'm going to stream. But that depends entirely on him, and I don't think he'll know until sometime during the day. I think it will hit him probably tomorrow. Is holy crap! I don't have to go get treatment. I don't have to do anything, and I'll take care of his pick here. I did make a mess. I mean, if you saw this table in the area around me, you'd go, "Oh man, girl, you got a problem," and I do. I got a problem, and I got to find a home for all this stuff too. Holy crap! That's what's scary. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to stop the recording now. If you watched on YouTube, I know you learned nothing, but I hope you had some fun. So, we'll catch you next time.